Humans, this is an adoption campaign, but it's not for me or Mr. Buttons or Frank over there. It's for you, humans. This is a call to humans to adopt our movement, to adopt our cause.
This isn't just about saving one of us.
It's about saving all of us.
Thousands of lives, every single day.
It's about support for every one of us four, and sometimes not four-legged best friends, waiting to meet a best friend of our own. With Best Friends Animal Society leading the charge.
Shelter by shelter, city by city.
We can save thousands of pets each day. Join us. Together we can save them all.
Thank you for joining us for Pet Connect. I'm Tara Douglas. As we talked about last week, we have a free rabies vaccination clinic coming up. It's sponsored by Greater Birmingham Humane Society and the Sylacauga Animal Shelter. They will be at the Sylacauga High School parking lot, so the back parking lot on Norton, and it's going to be April 18th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So that is for Talladega County residents only, but this is a wonderful opportunity to get your dogs or cats vaccinated from rabies. We just saw a video about what happens when a dog or cat has rabies, and it's so important that we get that done here in our community. So April 18th, free vaccinations. You can only bring 2 pets per household, and please make sure that your pets are in carriers or on leashes, and they will be there to help you. So again, it's at the Sylacauga High School student parking lot behind the school, and we'd love to see you there if you need to get your pets vaccinated. We would also love to see you at the Sylacauga Animal Shelter every Saturday. We're there walking dogs from 11 to 1. So we'll be there this weekend, hopefully with some great weather. I think we're supposed to be warming up. And you can meet Sasha. This is our available pet of the week. Sasha is about 1.5 years old, and she is a very sweet dog. She just went on a doggy day out, nighttime visit with a volunteer of ours, and she got to spend the night in a home, and she did great. She got along with all of the other dogs in the household. She gets along with the dogs at the shelter, and she is just a sweet dog full of energy and loves people. So if you are looking for a dog, please consider adopting Sasha. We would love to get her out of the shelter, and we'd love to get all of the dogs out of the shelter there. So come on out, meet the dogs, tell friends and family that we have some beautiful, sweet dogs available at the animal shelter, and maybe we can find them some homes really soon. So we hope to see all of you out there this weekend, 11 to 1, to help walk the dogs. Now we're going to go ahead and get to my special guest today. We have Taniqua Bain here. Taniqua is a local artist, and thank you for coming on the show. I met Taniqua back, that was at the Horses and Hounds Halloween Hoopla. Taniqua was there at Central Park, and she had some of her art with her, and I thought it'd be great to talk to her and find out what inspires you and find out about your art. So thanks again for coming on the show.
Thank you. So what inspires me, hello everyone, I'm Taniqua Bain, and I also go by Nikki, and my business is Letters to Nikki. We empower people who feel like growing up they might have been bullied or talked about because of their differences, and I would like to help empower them, make them feel better, and help build their voices back up. Let them know that it's okay to be different. It's okay to have a unique voice, and those unique voices are important.
They are, and you've certainly turned something that's a struggle for most people into something beautiful.
Yes. Every time I go out and talk to people about my artwork, I'm informed that this is a big stepping stone as it is, just to be able to turn from an introvert into an extrovert and get out there and talk about my artwork. So it feels good to be here today, and it's a big step in my journey.
Absolutely, we're glad you're here.
So I have a few pieces here that I would like to talk about. Over here is We Bleed the Same, and it's about how cats and dogs, they both look different, and they treat each other with the best care, and they're very friendly. So I believe that if cats and dogs, they look different, then people, they should treat each other just as cats and dogs do. Be friendly with one another. Don't judge someone based on their looks or anything like that. I have this piece, and this one. This one over here, this is Cece, and this one is Bella. And what I like about these two is Cece, she's got her ears up. She always has her ears up. And Bella, she always has her ears down. And I kind of link that to listening, because when you're a good listener, it said that you have your ears open. And when you're a bad listener, it says that you have your ears closed and your mouth open. And the thing about Bella, she is always talking. I love her, but she's always talking about something.
And Cece and Bella are your pets, right?
Yes.
Are they both dogs?
Yes, they're both dogs.
Okay.
And when I was in New York, I had a cat, and his name was Rocky. He was calm, kind of cool, but he had his moments where he was like,
Do you enjoy having dogs more than a cat?
yes.
Yeah. Even the one that doesn't listen?
Yes, even the one that doesn't listen. So some artwork that's part of my business is this one right here, The Best Way Out is Through. And that one kind of talks about how the best way to get through an issue is just to face it head on.
Okay.
Don't run from it. Don't shy away from it, because things can always get worse, especially if you try and run away from the issue. So that's kind of like one of my motivational pieces. This one is a reference to the fiery furnace, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and how there was a fourth in the fire with them, and that was Jesus.
Okay.
And they believed in him so strongly, even though they were condemned to death. They believed in him, and that belief got them through the fire unscathed. Nothing happened to them.
I love the way all your art has such a great meaning behind it.
Yes.
Again, it's inspirational to see what all you draw and your art.
Yeah.
Now let's take a pause and talk about how people can see your art. Besides here, what can people do to contact you and see your different pieces?
My Instagram is Letters to Nikki, and that is letters TONIQI. And I also post on TikTok and Facebook. My TikTok is Nikki Owens, NIQI Owens, and my Facebook is my name, and that is Taniqua Bain, TANIQUA space BAYNE.
Okay, so if anyone's interested in seeing some of your different pieces, or you said you do some commissions too.
Yes, commissions. The best way to get a commission piece is to get in contact with me through my number, which is 334-859-3933. And I will show off a few of the commission
We've got a few pieces of yours
pieces.
coming up on the screen here, so some that Chris is sharing for us.
Yes, that piece is a piece that I did for Mother's Day, and it was kind of a double present because I sent 4 of them with it, but it was to my adoption parents in Georgia, and I love how it's a nice representation of the softness of feminism, and it's me playing around with some floral pieces because I'm not the best at realistic flowers. Not the best at that, but I do love a good abstract flower. And I do a lot of abstract work because I feel like what the viewer sees is important. It's not just art for me, it's art for everyone viewing. And this one right here represents that part of me that's kind of very emotional because
Okay.
I get very emotional sometimes. So it was me showing like the river of tears, and it's also a self-love piece because even though I'm emotional, I try to remember all the time, love myself first. And that love can get you through so many things.
Absolutely.
A few commission pieces.
We got another piece up right now.
Oh,
The
the flamingo.
yeah, it's a
So
beautiful flamingo.
one day this was shortly after people said that I should get into drawing some animals, and I really wanted to test out my skills with birds because it's been a while since I did a bird, and I've always really liked the flamingo and
Okay.
its pink colors, but I do best with representing different shadow, like shading
Okay.
techniques. And this one I had to use really light shading because when you use light shading, it makes it easier to control where the most value is in a piece. And value is a really important thing
We got
in
another piece
artwork.
up. Used
That-
a lot of shading there.
Yes, that is from an anime that I like. I also do anime for the male viewers because a lot of the male viewers who view my content, they love the anime work.
Okay.
And I also love watching animes, all the different storylines. And
What is your favorite medium? When we see a lot of different
Oh.
art that you have here and the art that we have up on the screen right
So-
now.
my favorite medium would have to be painting.
Okay.
I love acrylic painting because acrylic, it dries pretty fast. And the reason why I love acrylic is because when you put something down, you can cover over it if it's not quite right, if you do it in time.
Okay.
If you don't, it takes a little bit more to change it, but I like that it's very fluid. Like you can control the mistakes that you make, and
Okay.
mistakes are bound to happen when you're learning art.
Mistakes
lot of
happen in
people-
everything. So,
Yes, yes,
so that helps you understand life too when you
Mm-hmm.
when you do that.
yeah. The best way out of a situation is through. So
Absolutely. Just show your art again that says that. And that's what we can learn today. The best way out is through. Well, Tanika, we are almost out of time. This went by fast today, but
Yes.
we thank you so much for sharing your art and sharing the stories about your pets. And I know that
Yeah.
maybe you can get your dog. Which one is it, Bella, that doesn't listen?
Yeah.
Maybe someday we can get Bella to listen. But we appreciate you and glad to have you in our community now.
Okay.
And please contact Taniqua if you have any questions about her art.
Yeah.
We've got all kinds of Facebook, TikTok, and you got one more animal picture to show.
Yeah, before we
So-
go, this one is Cece, and this is one of the realistic pet drawings that I did. And
And you said you would
That's
take
the
commissions
listener.
for realistic pet drawings if people needed it.
yes,
So-
my portraits, they go for around $30 for one about that size. That's 9x12, and it's on just some sketchbook paper. So if you're interested, definitely contact me. And my information again, the best way is 334-859-3933.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much for sharing your pictures. And
Of
please
course.
contact Taniqua
Yes.
if you would like to have your dog or cat drawn, or if you just are interested in her art in general, give her a call. And also join us at the shelter this weekend. We'll be there walking dogs from 11 to 1. And come meet Sasha. And don't forget, I'll announce it every week until April 18th. We're having that free rabies vaccination clinic. So this is such a great thing for our community that the shelter's doing. So please come on out, Sylacauga High School parking lot on Norton. And remember, only 2 pets per household, but it's for Talladega County residents. So come on out April 18th and get your dog and cat vaccinated. Thank you so much for joining us for Pet Connect today. We will have more Daybreak after these messages.